have a really fun way to introduce measuring to your children. Hey you guys, it's Christina with the Purple Alphabet. I'm going to show you today the Lakeshore Measure Me Activity Center, ages 4 and up. This is really fun for learning how to measure. So this is like an intro to measuring, and I just love how they have this set up. Inside the box you get a whole bunch of stuff. As always, you get a little activity sheet that tells you how to use the product. You also get 8 double-sided activity cards. There are 4 habitats, so 2 cards per habitat. This one is grasslands. You have one that measures how long something is, and one that measures how tall something is. And then they're double-sided, so there's some on the back too that have the measurements in inches. You have the sea, the farm, and the rainforest. Now if you notice, each one of these cards were a different color, blue, green, purple, and a darker green. And those correspond to these chipboard animals. So on the back of these animals, which I'll show you in a second, it has the color that matches the correct habitat. And those are the cards that go with those chipboard animals. So there are 20 chipboard animals each. So these match the grasslands. These match the sea. These match the farm. They're all farm animals. And these match the rainforest. And these are made out of a really thick chipboard too, so they're nice and strong and they're going to hold up. And then the cards are kind of a really thick, heavy cardstock. So I'm just going to pull out one habitat, because when you're introducing this to your child, you don't want to overwhelm them. So one of the ways you can play with this is to see how long I am. And on the card, there's these little red lines here. I'll show you a little close-up of where to place the animal to measure. So obviously we know it's going to be starting at the 1 because that's how you measure, but it's just a little guide to show them where to place their animal. And they take their animal and place it on that red line, and then they can measure where it ends. So this one is 2 inches long. Mr. Zebra here is 5 inches long. And then you can do the same for height. Card lines up like this, 5 inches tall. So some other great things you can do with this kit is do comparisons. So which of these animals is the longest? Which of these animals is the tallest? And you can talk about which one is the tallest, and then you can check it on the measuring sheet and see if you're right. You can also do a comparison of, are any of these the same height, or if any of these the same length, and then you can check and measure once again. And then you can also do order, you know, which one's the smallest to the largest. So there's different variations you can do when learning this game. You could even set up the pieces without using the activity cards of putting them in order from tallest to shortest. And the same thing with length. And the other side of the cards feature non-standard units of measurement, so you can also use that as well. Once you get more advanced, add more cards or even add more animals to make it more challenging. This really is a great introduction to measurement. I love how cute the cards are. I love how they're all animal themed. It's just more entertaining than your standard ruler. I do have another intro to measurement video on my channel. I'll link that below if you want to go back and watch that for some ideas on doing simple measuring, you know, things that you have around the house. So you can use that, and you can use this. It's just kind of a great way to look at things just because it's really colorful and engaging. Click subscribe to see more videos like this. Give me a thumbs up to show your love, and I'll see you next time. Slides right back into the place, and I can take the container I need as a whole and then put it right back. So grouping like items together.